Investing made easy with a great mutual fund. Hello everyone and welcome back to the VMC Inc. Financial News Network. I'm Victor Campos. Let's take a look at a mutual fund that helps you invest easily. There are dozens, no hundreds, no thousands of mutual funds out there for you to invest in. One of the ways to pick the right one is to check a proven track record. What's better than a fund that has existed since 1929? Let's take a look at the Vanguard Wellington Fund Investor Shares. This is VWELX. Founded in 1929, Wellington Fund is Vanguard's oldest mutual fund and the nation's oldest balanced fund. A great easy fund to invest in. Let's take a look at some of its characteristics. The risk potential is defined as 3 out of 5. It's neutral. It's not too risky. It's not too safe. The reward is just right. It's also very affordable at $39.59 per share. A hypothetical growth of $10,000 over the last 10 years shows that you're reaching about $20,000. And look at these returns over time. In 1 year, it's 11.01. In 5 years, 10.44. In 10 years, 6.89. And since inception, if your grandparents had bought and held on to this fund, that would have been a return of 8.25% since inception, July 1st, 1929. Even after the stock market crash of the 30s, the Bush recession, it still gave an 8.25% return. This fund is in it for the long term. Let's look at some price and performance. SEC yield is 2.36%. Again, looking at it in the long term, 10 years, nearly doubled the investment of a one-time $10,000. Comparing it with other benchmarks like the venerable S&P 500 shows that this Wellington Fund outperformed the S&P several times over the last decade. And returns after taxes on distribution and the sale of the funds, 5.20% in 10 years. Next, a quick look at the portfolio. The portfolio is 66% stocks, 31% bonds, and 2.7% short-term reserves. The turnover rate is 30.9%, and the total assets in this fund are $95 billion. 810 bonds. Number of stocks, we've got 98. Diversification, pretty broad but focused on financials and healthcare. Bonds for financial institutions make up the majority. As for stocks, it's the usual: Microsoft, JP Morgan, Chevron, Intel. We've got some Google, Bank of America, and Chubb. Risk in terms of beta is at 1. Well, what does it cost to invest into this fund? There is a minimum initial investment of $3,000 required, but subsequent investments can be $1. No purchase fee, no redemption fee, no 12B1 fees. There are some service account fees depending on which you set up. For example, if you go for a Roth IRA, it's a $20 annual account service fee if you have less than $10,000 in the account, but these fees can be waived. The expense ratio is 0.26%, which shows here that a comparative investment in 10 years with the other guys would cost you $1,482 simply to hold your investment, whereas with this fund, you're only paying $460. So if you're interested in investment made easy, the Vanguard Wellington Fund Investor Shares, VWELX, could be a very good choice for your portfolio. See for yourself. This has been Victor Campos for the VMC Inc. Financial News Network. Happy investing!